Good morning, sir. Good morning, madam. Today, I, Vishal Singhal, a student of class 12, studying in the Diksha Public School, would be explaining one of our most important topics in Indian economics, that is infrastructure. We have always wondered that how a state outlook or prospers in one or the other way. Like we have listened that Karnataka's IT industry attracts the whole world. It is all because these states have better infrastructure in areas they excel than the other state of India. Some have better irrigation facilities, others have better transportation or are located in the close proximity to the ports. And all these support structures which facilitates the development of the country constitute its infrastructure. As we can see, the main areas of supporting services are the industrial, agricultural, trade and commerce, and the foreign trade. These sources include roads, ports, dams, power stations, telecommunication facilities, the country's educational system, including the schools and colleges, sanitary system, including clean drinking water facilities, health system, including hospitals and clinics, and monetary system, including the banks, insurance companies, and other financial institutions. So, now I would be talking about how our former Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh addressed the issue of infrastructural development by giving a remedy of public privatization move. So, he said that expanding investment in infrastructure can play an important counter-cyclical role. Projects and programs are to be reviewed in the area of infrastructural development, including pure public private partnerships to ensure that their implementation is expected and does not suffer from the fund crunch. So, through this, he wanted to convey the increasing importance of this public privatization mode in order to overcome the problems of fund crunch and risk. Being a great economist, he paved the best way of overcoming the situation of hardship. In the above discussed mode of public privatization, it was decided that both the public as well as the private sector would come together and begin this venture united. So, this was one of the most favored work done by Mr. Manmohan Singh. So, now I would be telling about the two major bifurcations of infrastructure, that is the economic infrastructure and the other is the social one. First, economic. As the name suggests that it aims and promotes the economic activities, that is production and trade of goods and services. And if we go on to the definition of this, so it says that it includes infrastructure associated with energy, transportation and communication. The other is the social one, which consists those services which improve the quality of human resource. And in its definition says that it includes the infrastructure associated with education, health and housing. Now, I would be highlighting the most important points of significance. So, the first point of importance is that it facilitates the functioning of an economy. As it is very clear that with the development in industry and service sector, it will lead to a better function. Second is better quality of life, which acts in a collaboration with the developing modern infrastructure. Third is the agricultural development. As with the speedy and a large scale transportation, pesticides and fertilizers, it acts as a support system to the modern agriculture. Fourth is that it provides employment with states that more infrastructure leads to increasing employment generation. Now, fifth, which is economic development, that we will be able to see all those through a minimum contribution in infrastructure. And the last is that it facilitates the outsourcing, which shows that India has a very great scope in IT sector knowledge process outsourcing due to its service sector and better infrastructure. Next, I would be telling is the state of infrastructure in India. So, let's see. So, as you can see, it is the scenario of our rural India today. Here, the first image shows that how people in rural India still use the woods as a fuel in cooking, and many other household chores. Next is showing the poor transportation facility, that how rural people carry goods or produce on bullock carts, hence wasting a lot of time. And the third and the fourth image here shows the poor water facility in which people travel long distances to get a single pot of unsafe water. But with these, we have some good prospects of developing infrastructure in India. First, we can see how our government has launched many good initiatives, such as the Uday Yojana, that intends to find a permanent solution to the financial mess that power distribution is in. Second is the Urban Housing for All, or the PMAY, that is the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, which aims to provide houses or awas to all and help moving India in slum free. And third is the Smart City Initiative, through which citizens can have a better standards of living with developed infrastructure and a clean environment. And even we can see their proper usage, through which India is expected to become the world's third largest construction market by 2022. So I hope that you are now well versed with the infrastructure, its type, its important, and most importantly, its condition in India. So thank you and have a good day.